Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. Now, in today's episode of Scrap Mechanic Creations, I am sitting in front of a giant spud gun, and that is because if you haven't already heard, Scrap Mechanic, the devs, they have been teasing potato-launching weaponry in this game for a little while now, and they've confirmed that it's going to be coming out, which should be in this month, in this next update in Scrap Mechanic. So I'm extremely excited. And to get the hype going a little bit, I decided to make a really giant spud gun, shotgun looking thing. This is part of some of the teasing that they have done, so I've used it as a reference to make a giant one here. So in today's episode, we're going to be checking out this spud gun, but we're also going to talk a little bit about the possibilities of the spud gun. There's a few things they've talked about in those little teasers, so I'm really excited to get a little bit of a discussion going and seeing where this might take us. So let's get on with this. Alright, so this is the giant spud gun. This was modeled after their shotgun. So from what I understand though, guys, the spud gun in Scrap Mechanic is going to be some type of modular piece kind of thing. So in this case here, we can imagine perhaps that the base of a spud gun, I would imagine, will be this bottom part here. So I'm guessing, guys, this is like the air tank compression zone here. You can see there is a pressure gauge there as well. By the way, this shotgun, it has a few really cool moving parts as well, actually. So you can see, though, it has a trigger right here on the handle, and there we also have like a valve handle, which I'm gonna guess, you know, you can imagine that that would be to allow the compressed air or whatever it is into the chamber here and up through whatever modular potato launching piece you have up there. So this does have a wonderful little shoulder rest here on the side. And look at that, guys. Can you see what that is? I don't know if you can tell what that is from down here, but that is actually a deep fat fryer. And so the reason why I modeled the shotgun was because I was like, you know what? This is probably the most awesome spud gun concept I could ever imagine. So they did a great job here. So we can just get onto that seat though and get up to the top of the spud gun. Look at this, guys. We have ourselves a deep fat fryer filled with potatoes. Of course, they are slightly weird looking potatoes, but that is okay. And we also sit right here behind this awesome reticle. So you can see there's a seat right here. Look at that. You can kind of aim, not really, but it's pretty cool. You can see there's a few little detail parts as well. And then of course over here, guys, look at this. This is the double barrel kind of end of the shotgun here. So this is a really cool concept. So you can imagine, though, it would send a blast of air up through the chambers, and I guess this would be deep frying the potatoes, and whatever magical forces pushes those potatoes through the chamber here, and then out the barrels. And if you look right there, the end is like a waffled kind of pattern, so I guess the potatoes would get squished through the end, turned into French fries, and of course down at your target. So this is just really cool, and I think this gives us a good idea of a bit of the visualization of the modular effect of the spud guns, because there's going to be sniper ones, like a machine gun style or rifle style, no doubt. So hopefully we will see at some point this month the new addition to the game. So let's take the connection tool out here. There are a few really cool moving parts on this. So you can see up here, those are actually muzzles. So they actually create like a weapon flash on the top there. This gauge here actually does move, as well as the little valve handle here. And the deep fryer also works too in the trigger. So why don't we try that out right here? Look at this, guys. So we can bring up the keys. So right down here, you can see we have our trigger. So if you press the 1 key, that will pull the trigger just like that. Unfortunately, I do not have any spuds that can come out of the end here. That'd be way too cool. Alright, so the 2 key will turn this little function on here. So this is literally, it's like some type of little spud gun jargon going on. You can see the pressure gauge is there. And it's opening and releasing the valve and moving pressures around. So maybe they might add some very fine animations to these spud guns in the game. But who knows? What else can we do here? We can press 3. Look at that. We can actually take the potatoes out of the deep fryer. That is right, guys. We can put it right back down again. So there's a few things going on here. You can see we have our beautiful deep frying basket right here. We can set those in, start frying up some potatoes. Over on this side here, there is also a control knob so that we can set the intensity. Obviously, you want the hottest setting for the crispiest fries because you know the crispiest fries do the most damage. And there is also a little button here. I don't know what's going on here. It's a button. You press it, no doubt, and it turns the fryer on or something. And then 4 is the final key, guys. Look at that. That's as good as I could get with French fries coming out the end here. But this is kind of like a continuous fire shotgun looking thing. And if you just leave it on like that, you can see everything will just kind of move around on its own. I guess it's more of just like, it's like a talking piece, you know? This is not necessarily something that you do with specifically in the game, but nonetheless, it is absolutely fantastic. But before we go, I want to start talking a little bit about the Spud Gun, actually. So, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. What would you like to see done with the Spud Guns once they do come out? The devs have confirmed that there will be destructible cardboard that we will be able to destroy with this, and as far as I know right now, the Spud Gun does have physics in the game, so when a Spud hits a target, if it's not actually connected to anything, it will launch it. So I'm thinking firing range, target practice stuff that we could do, but they've also talked about mounting the Spud Guns to vehicles, so that way, not only could you have a sidearm, but you would also have Spud Guns mounted to the vehicle as well. So guys, I want to hear from you down in the comments. If it came to building a vehicle or different vehicles that involved having a Spud Gun mounted to it, what would you like to see? And if there's anything that you can imagine when it comes to holding a weapon, like I mentioned, that we could do like target ranges and practice stuff like that. And of course on the other side there's tanks and airplanes, but I want you guys to get as creative as possible because I know I will too. So this is all some very exciting things coming hopefully in the month of May here with Scrap Mechanic, so I wish the developers all the best of luck in their testing and their development stages of this new big addition to the game, and I really just can't wait for it, guys. So looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say down in the comments. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video, or if you enjoyed the build, then let me know by hitting the like button. You guys can check out this shotgun in the Steam Workshop. There's a link down in the description. You can't really do much with it, but you can get extremely hyped for Spud Guns in this awesome game. So guys, if you want to subscribe to Endless Scrap Mechanic, then make sure you do that. Maybe even turn on your notifications there as well, and you can get the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanic. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I guess I will be seeing you in the next one, because actually I'm full-time YouTube now, so I better start building stuff in this game. Oh boy. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.